Hey guys, I'm going to show you a quick way to reverse a number without using overflow. This is really smart. So I'm not going to show you a huge integer, but let's just say we had 5, 3, 2, 6, 9, 1. And you're going to say, well, why is 0? Well, x doesn't equal 0, okay? It doesn't equal 0. If y is greater than integer.max, now why are we saying integer.max value divided by 10? Or it's less than integer.max value divided by 10. Well, what's happening is this. If the number is negative and you multiply it by 10, it'll become 10 times more negative. We are multiplying y by 10. So what you're doing up here is you're checking to see before you multiply it by 10. Before you multiply it by 10. If the number divided by 10, if it's greater than that, you're going to go ahead and return 0. You can no longer go any further because you will get overflow. All right, let me just undo this real quick. Now you could say, well, what about if it's just greater than integer.max value? Well, yeah, but the whole idea is this. If it's greater than integer.max value, you already got overflow. So you're saying if it's going to be greater than the value divided by 10. So in other words, when I multiply it by 10, is it going to go over it? And if it is, that's no good. Let's just do a quick example. Let's just say y was, 50. And let's just say the max value of something that you could possibly put in an integer just for, let's say it's 53, it's 60. All right. So is y is 53. Now integer.max value is, it's a 32-bit number. You could go look it up. I forget what it is offhand. Is it greater than the max value divided by 10? So if I take this max value and I divide it by 10, you get 6. Is it? Yes, it is. So what that means is this. When I take 53 and I multiply it by 10, I'm going to have 530, which is way bigger than its maximum value of 60. So what this does is really, really clever. This is a super, super easy way to handle this. Actually, I don't want to. Very easy way to handle this is you're just going to divide it by 10. You say if it's greater than the number divided by 10, you can't multiply it by 10 because you'll go over it, right? That makes sense. Okay, anyway, so what does this do? Y times 10. So let's just say y starting off at 0. 0 times 0. So we'll do 0 times 0 is 0. And then y equals y plus x mod 10. Now what does mod do? Well, mod does this. If I take 5, 3, 2, 6, 9, 1, and I divide it by 10, I'm going to go brrr, and I'll end up with whatever remainder 1. I'm just going to get that remainder. I could go through this with you and show you that, but that's just whenever you take the remainder of something, when you divide it by 10, you're getting the digit here, okay? So y in this case is going to equal 1, okay? So y is going to equal 0 plus 1, which is 1. And then x is going to equal itself divided by 10. So you're just going to cut that off because it's an integer number. You're just going to cut that off. So we have 5, 3, 2, 6, 9. That's what happens when you divide it by 10. Then we're going to go again. Okay, so y was 1. And you're going to say, well, 1 times 10 is 10. So y is now going to be 10. So we're going to get y is 10. Okay? Y is going to equal 10 plus the 9, which is 19. And if I were to reverse 91, I get 19. Really good. And then y plus, I did that already. And then you're going to say, cut one off here. And then you can do that again. So 19 times 10 is 190. And then you're going to say this thing is 6. Great. Then you can do it again. So 1906 times 10 is 1906 0 plus 2. You get the idea. It's just going to go down the line and do that. And, until it's done. Until this number becomes 0. So hopefully you understand that. The really clever part of this is the really clever part. This right here. That right there. It's super, super duper duper clever. Super duper clever. So again, you could just look back earlier in the video. I went over why that works. When you take the max value and divide it by 10, if y is greater than that, when I multiply it by 10, like for example, if x is 5 and the max value is, let's say, 9, when I take this and divide it by 10, 5 is greater than, this would be 0. If I have 50 and let's say the maximum number is 99, I divide it by 10, that's 9. Yes, 50 is greater than 9, so if I multiply 50 by 10, I get 500. Right? 500 is way bigger than 99. That means I want overflow. So this right here is catching the overflow. Catch overflow. This is so simple. It's so smart. And this is basically, this line right here gets y ready for the next place value. This adds that place value onto it by getting the last place value in x. And this gets rid of the last place in x and kind of subtracts it down the line. So hopefully that made sense. This is a really, really, really good way to reverse a number. Super efficient and really easy. Thanks for watching.